What is up, everybody? It's your boy Z Farm. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to be talking about some of my favorite super early buys for roster update number 5. Now, I know a lot of you are going over to College Football 25, and you might not be playing this game for roster update number 5, but if you are one of those people that play this game, that will continue to play this game for the next roster update, here are some of my favorite super early buys for that update. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you like the content that you are watching, you're already subscribed, hit the like button. Comment down below. Who do we miss? Who do you think is going to be one of the earliest buys and one of your favorite buys for the next update? So, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, let's get into this video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to kick this video off. First off, we're here in Baltimore. We're going to talk about two players from the Orioles that I think are very good lookouts for the next roster update. We're going to start off with Jordan Westburg. Mr. Production, we call him over here in Baltimore. Right now, the market price for Jordan Westburg, $6.99 Stubs as of recording. This is being recorded on 6/25, Tuesday morning right now. Westburg is batting .273, 13 home runs, 45 RBIs, and OPS of .831. All of those stats are within the top 40 of Major League Baseball right now. The average is 37th, the home runs is 31st, RBIs is 23rd, and OPS is 19th in Major League Baseball. Jordan Westburg has been a solid player this year. He's actually, I believe, second in third base voting for the All-Star game this year, so he will be going to the All-Star game as an Oriole. So he should be on the lookout and on your radars. Right now, 82 overall, a +1 could be in reach for someone like Jordan Westburg for the next update, especially around this time. The Orioles, they have not had a single day off in quite some time. It has been a long time since this team has had multiple days off. They've had a very tough schedule, but they're somehow getting through it. But now all of a sudden they're starting to lose. We'll get into that later. But yeah, the Orioles, I think once they figure it out, once they start to get a couple more off days, once they, actually get some time to rest and, gather themselves as a team, they should look good. And someone like Jordan Westburg, who has been producing for this team all year, again, top 40 in a lot of the major stats, watch out for Jordan Westburg to get the +1 next update. I would get on him now. As you can see here, 699 Stubs, a 200 stub profit for Jordan Westburg. I would look to get a hold of this man. Now, speaking of players to get a hold of right now, Anthony Santander, one of the best hitters in baseball right now in the month of June, 11 home runs, 22 RBIs, an average of .284 on the season, 20 home runs, 52 RBIs, a OPS of .804. Anthony Santander, in a contract year, has heated up, and he has heated up very nicely for the Baltimore Orioles. A long shot. And I mean, because there's been a lot of good players this month. There's been some very good players. But in my personal opinion, Anthony Santander should be the Lightning player for the first Lightning program, or the season rewards program, excuse me. I think he should get it. He deserves it. He's been an absolute monster this year. And like I said, he is in a contract year. So he's fighting for something. He still has some money on the line there. Not officially signed back. The Orioles have talked to him. But Anthony Santander, in my personal opinion, is a good lookout for maybe 81, 82 overall for the next update. So go get your hands on Anthony Santander now, as he's probably going gold this update. 80, 81 is a respectable number for Santander. We'll see what SDS does with him. But the next person is someone who's going diamond, and we went past them. We are going to still promote him because we think Garrett Crochet is potentially going 87. And if you look at his stats, if you look at the way he's been playing since May, he has had a .93 ERA in May. And in the month of June, in 4 starts, he has had a 2.16 ERA. Very good stuff from Garrett Crochet. He has also had 5 games over 9 strikeouts. 4 of those being over 10, 3 of those being over 11. He is just an absolute monster. He is potentially going to be moved at the deadline. We will see, as he is one of the major trade names with control at the deadline. It's going to take a good package to get him, but someone like Garrett Crochet, who I think 85, 86 is very doable, especially diamond, the way he's been pitching. I think he's a guaranteed diamond, but an 86 is definitely in the reach for Garrett Crochet. It's just a matter of what SDS sees. He hasn't had a terrible start since April 24th of this year, which has been very good as the ERAs went down significantly. He was at a 6 ERA, now he's down to a 3.25. He has just been, again, the strikeouts, everything for Garrett Crochet is looking good. So I would look into someone like Crochet, 87 overall. If he is going the way he is going, is very reliable and is very solid to look at. Now, we're going to stick here in the AL Central. We'll have another team after this too, but we're going to go over here to Jack Flaherty. Jack Flaherty has been one of the best pitchers in recent times for baseball. Right now, he is arguably, again, the market is very loose right now. We don't know who's available, who's not. A lot of the National League teams are still in contention for the wild card. We'll see eventually by July 31st who is selling, who is not. But Jack Flaherty is one of the hottest names on the market right now. Jack Flaherty, in the month of June, has a .57 ERA, has only given up 1 run in the month of June in 3 starts. With all due respect to Jack Flaherty, it has been 3 starts, but Jack Flaherty has been pitching very good for the Detroit Tigers. A 2.92 ERA on the season, 108 Ks, which is 6th in Major League Baseball, a .97 whip. The one thing that does concern me with Jack Flaherty is the walks. The walks are kind of inconsistent, as you can see in some of his stats. Well, you can't see. I'm actually reading them off to you right now. But you'll see a couple games where he has 1 walk, 0 walks, and then he'll have a game where the Ks are down, but he has 2 walks. That is something that is a little bit concerning, and when we see him potentially go to another team at the deadline, could be something to look out for. But someone like Jack Flaherty, I think, is a good look and is a potential good buy to go Diamond for the next update, roster update 5. Right now, as of recording, 1,600 stubs. That would be a 1,400 return on investment. Very good stuff there. And again, he would only need a +1. And the way he's been pitching, I think he could do it. So watch out for someone like Jack Flaherty, again, who is on a 6-man rotation, I believe. I think Detroit is pitching a 6-man rotation. And we will see with what they do with Jack Flaherty at the deadline. But the way he's pitching right now, the current situation that he's in, I think Jack Flaherty would benefit, and I think will benefit with a +1 upgrade. Now, this is a little bit of a hot take, but Royce Lewis, I know a lot of people are not a fan of Royce Lewis. I think he gets to 83. This update, potentially 84. We will see. There's not really a calculation or a hitter, not formula, but it's really hard to tell with hitters because hitters go up and down. Pitching, it's very easy to tell who goes Diamond, who goes not, but the hitting is very hard to tell because someone like Royce Lewis, who we thought was going to go 84, could be a lock for Diamond, kind of started to go cold a little bit in the last recent couple days against the Oakland Athletics, but I think he's going to be up there. And the way he's been hitting the ball, he has 9 home runs in the month of June, his first full month of baseball. He only played 1 game. It was opening day, and then he got hurt, but now he is back with the Minnesota Twins. The Minnesota Twins are making a push for the playoffs. They are, I believe, one of the top wild card teams right behind Baltimore, and he's batting .348 on the year, a .413 OBP, 10 home runs, 14 RBIs, a 1,262 OPS. Just absolutely incredible stuff from Royce Lewis. Again, I think 83, potentially 84. We're going to have to see with these next couple games he's in, but he is one of my Diamond watches for the next update. The way he's been hitting the ball, the way that he's just been, and he's not striking out as much. If you're looking at his strikeouts, in 64 at-bats, he has 10 strikeouts. That's not bad for Royce Lewis. That's not bad at all. So, yeah, I would look out for Royce Lewis in this update. Now, let's go over to the NL Central, where we are going to talk about 2 players. By the way, Shota Manga. I am very disappointed in Shota Manga. If you have any Shota Mangas, sell him now because he has been very disappointing. I think he goes down 2 overalls to 81. The last start was abysmal. His start, which I believe is Wednesday or Thursday, could save him. But, yeah, 83 overall, giving up 10 earned runs. A lot of the stuff that he has, including his walks per 9 and his hits per 9, his clutch ability too, I think goes down as well. So, yeah, watch out for Shota Manga to go down to 81 and Justin Steele to go gold this update as well. Now, over to the Pirates. We have 2 names to talk about here. Jared Jones. Jared Jones is He's been all right. He's been all right this month. He's a 3.97 ERA. Right now on the season, he's a 3.66, 93 Ks, 110 WHIP, and a 5-6 record. He has not really been getting much run support. If you look at the games that he's losing, if you're looking at some of the games that he wins, you can tell he gets a lot of close decisions, and a lot of them he either gets no contest or he's 5-6. Let's talk about that first. He's 5-6 right now. That's not the greatest, and especially the ERA being nearly 4. He is an 83 overall. It's not the greatest right now. Back then in May when the last roster update happened, I think he was at a 2.89 ERA. Since then, it's skyrocketed nearly a full 1 overall up. So, yeah, I would look into Jared Jones. I would potentially hold off on buying. I would keep him on the watch list, though. I would look at Jared Jones. I would see if he has a good couple starts. But right now, Jared Jones, he's still a quality pitcher. He's a very good pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates, but he needs run support in these games. Also, he needs to get the walks under control. In the last 4 starts, he's had 3 or more walks. In the start before this one, he had 4. I'd look out for Jared Jones to maybe go down. And overall, this update, who knows? We'll see. The walks are a little bit scary, but if he stays 83, I would look at Jared Jones. I would see what he can do. But his teammate, Paul Skeens, on the other hand, ladies and gentlemen, is someone we're looking at, and is someone we're looking at to be potentially a diamond for the next update. We think that he can go 83, potentially 84. The way that Paul Skeens is pitching right now, it's very good stuff. The walks are down. The Ks are staying consistent around 8 to 9. The earned runs, he's given up 2 earned runs in his last 2 starts. He's given up 5 in the month of June and 6 in the month of May. He has been very reliable for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Dare I say 84 is a solid number, but that's not what the market's telling you. The market, he is already at 2,418 stubs. I'd get a hold of Paul Skeens now. If you are going to play this game for the next roster update 5, get a hold of Paul Skeens, because Paul Skeens, the way he's been pitching, you can't deny him. You cannot deny. If he has a bad start, though, look out. He did pitch Sunday, which means he would have a start Friday. That will probably mean nothing, but that will be the first test. If he has a good start Friday, his market value is going to increase. So get a hold of Paul Skeens now before that start on Friday. And if he has a bad start, you can sell him. You could definitely get rid of him. You can put him on the market, because a lot of people are invested in Paul Skeens. A lot of people are looking at Paul Skeens and they're saying, hey, he's doing good. He's actually been very good. He's 4-0 this year, a 2.14 ERA, 61 Ks, and a .99 WHIP. Very good stuff for Paul Skeens. The final player we're going to talk about is over in Milwaukee, and he is all the way down here. Shout out to a viewer who mentioned, I'll actually pull up his name real quick. My bad, guys. I will, if I apologize if I butcher this, but Sherrick's Dairy 83. I was going to say 93, 83. Tobias Myers has been out of this world this month. I was like, who in the world is Tobias Myers? Because I do not really pay attention to the NL Central outside of a couple teams and a couple superstars. But man, Tobias Myers has been very good. A .71 ERA. His walks are a little bit up, but the Ks, they're pretty solid. The earned runs, he's only given up 2 earned runs in the month of June. Very good work for Tobias Myers. He's going to get a solid upgrade. As you can see, he's at 139 stubs. Dare I say, he goes up to bronze, which would probably put him around this range of 70 to 72, right where Jackson Chourio is. And he is a lookout for silver for the next update. A +3 at the way he's been pitching against very good teams. San Diego, Toronto, Boston is one of those teams in there. St. Louis, Chicago. He did pitch against the Yankees earlier in the year. Did not have a good start, but that was really the only bad start he's had this year. Actually, I lied. Chicago was a bad start as well. But he's had 2 bad starts in 52 innings. Very good stuff for Tobias. And we expect him to go up, and we expect him to rise. just like Heliot Ramos. We'll talk about Ramos, probably not in this video, but Heliot Ramos we expect to go up this update. But Tobias Myers, look out for Tobias Myers. He is a quiet future upgrade for this roster update. Roster update number 5, I should say, not roster update number 4. But get a hold of him now before anyone else does. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the video. These are some of my favorite super early buys for roster update 5. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And as always, see you in the next video. Take care, guys.